Hi guys, and welcome back to another episode of Finish Them. We're at week 21 now and also at the end of another month. So let's find out what I've been up to this week and also recap on what I've done in the month of May. So this week guys, I've had a lot of free time on my hands, especially with the kids breaking up from school, so there's been no sort of school runs, that sort of thing, so there's been a lot of late nights and later mornings because the boys just lie in bed now, which is really good, so I've got a lot of free time to actually play some games, and I've took full advantage of that and I've had a whale of a time. So without further ado, the first game I've beat this week is this one here, which is Darksiders on the Xbox 360. Darksiders has been a complete and utter surprise for me. Hadn't really played it before. I've owned it for a while. I've been impacted to bargain and stuck it in the machine. But oh my god, it thoroughly grips you. You take on the role of a character called War, and basically you get double crossed. You get given a second chance, and you play through the whole story, trying to regain your stats to how you originally started at the very start of the game, to take on the guy that double crossed you. It's just fantastic. It's a hack and slash with platforming and puzzle elements, so it's got a bit of everything for everyone, and it's right up my street. The action is fantastic, the gameplay is fantastic, the puzzles are enough to keep you wanting to play more and wanting you to get further and further into it. There is tedious bits, as with all games, but the actual positives of this game far outweigh the negatives. Such a fun game to play. I had many hours on this. I think I'm playing about 15-20 hours into it this week in order for me to beat this game, and I enjoyed every single one of those hours. There was not a time where I sat there and thought, oh, this is so repetitive. I mean, there was times when I died, so I had to redo the part that I'd done, and even then it was like, right, I'm going to get further, I'm going to get this done, and I enjoyed every single second of this game, and it is absolutely fantastic. So guys, that was game 19 that I beat, which was Darksiders. Now, I revisited my Xbox 360 for the first time in a while, because I fell out of love of, I'm going to call it current gen, because although we got the next gen, which is the Xbox One, this is still fairly current for myself, as I haven't got a new gen yet. But I fell out of love with it because there was nothing out there which really gripped me, which made me want to play it. However, this game, when I turned it off because I had stuff to do, I really wanted to get back into it. I really wanted to put the Xbox back on. I really wanted to finish the game and find out what the next part of the story was. Such a hidden gem in my opinion. I mean, I hadn't heard nothing about it. I mean, you're probably all going to correct me and say this is one of the best games out there and it's been known for this for years. But for me personally, it was a hidden gem, and I'm so glad I discovered it. And it's game 19 off my list, so I'm now only 2 behind catching up. Now saying that, I'm only 2 behind. This week, because I had some time on my hands, I've also discovered another hidden gem, and I've also beaten it. That hidden gem is Power Rangers Super Legends on the PlayStation 2. What a surprise this game was. It plays like an action platform side-scrolling beat-em-up. Now, I'm a massive fan of the Power Rangers. I was a huge Mighty Morphin Power Ranger fan growing up. Had all the figures, loved the TV show. So I kind of just picked this up on a whim. If you check out my last pickups video, you'll find out that it was because there was a 3 for 2 offer. And you basically play through one of the 20 Power Rangers from the various TV shows. So although I was only a fan of the Mighty Morphin, I know there's other ones. So there's a few others in there which are unknown to me. However, it plays really well. You've got stages for each one, so you'll have a stage where you fight towards a sub-boss, a second stage where you'll fight that boss again, and then you'll have the Megazord battle. Now, all of this is really fun. Some of the platforming parts in it are quite difficult, which I like. It adds a nice challenge to it. And don't get me wrong, some of those difficulties come from the fact that the controls aren't great. However, the game is still immensely fun to play, and I highly recommend you check this out if you haven't already. What did surprise me is the game's actually a Disney Interactive Studio game. Now, Disney games are usually pretty good, and this is no exception. Thoroughly enjoyed this game, and it's such a hidden gem on the PlayStation 2 in my opinion. And it's dead cheap. I've seen it on eBay for less than £1. So check it out. Seriously, you won't regret it. So that was game 20 off my list. Fantastic game, real good game, real fun to play. One of these games you can just put in and get on with, and the fact that it breaks it up into a Megazord battle at the end of each stage is fantastic. And the Megazord battle is unlike any other thing you've played. It's a bit like a rhythm game. You have to mash the buttons in the car and mash the buttons to get the power up, that sort of thing. But it really does end up, finishes off the stages very well, and it really added to the game. Now, there's a fair few levels in it, and it does take a while, but it is two-player co-op as well, so there's always added fun to have there. And there's a lot of replayability in it, because you can collect, there's collection items in every single level, and the more you collect, you unlock new rangers, you unlock new abilities, you unlock new artwork, new trophies, that sort of thing. So there's a lot of gameplay in there. I mean, I've just basically gone through the levels on normal difficulty, collected what I could, sort of played through it all. It took about 3 hours probably to complete, all in all. Quite a short game, considering the generation it was on, but holy, so fun. It's just wholesome, good play, and you just want to get more and more into it. And I probably will go back and collect a few of the collectibles in this. So that's number 20 off my list. So that puts me one away, and I am so confident that next week I will catch up, possibly the week after. So really happy. I'm so chuffed that I've come this far. It's been a stunning month. I've actually beat 6 games in May, which is my record, I believe. I believe 5 was the previous record for a month. So the games I beat in May, guys, I started off with Metal Slug 3. I then beat Fable, followed by Max Payne. Last week you saw me beat Splatterhouse 2 on the Mega Drive, and obviously this week's Darksiders on the 360 and Power Rangers Super Legends on the PS2. So that's it for this week, guys. As you can see, I've had a fantastic weekend, and to be fair, May's been brilliant to me in terms of having games completed. If I hadn't had that 4-week hiatus off the thing, I would have been way ahead of my target now of 1 a week. So next week I'm hoping to get parity, the week after at the very latest. So as always, guys, like, comment and share. I do enjoy making these videos, and I do appreciate all the comments and all the new subs. I'm edging closer to that 100 subs, and I think it possibly will happen this week. Probably going to have to think of something for a 100 sub special. I'm not sure what that's going to be yet, but watch this space. So until next week, guys, take care.